When people think of Donald Trump, they often picture tall buildings with his name on them, flashy gold interiors, and his time as President of the United States. From television screens to political rallies, Trump has always been front and center. But away from the public eye, something else may be going on. Quietly, without headlines or tweets, rumors have begun to swirl. They talk about hidden mansions in faraway places, golden rooms, secret tunnels, and a possible escape plan if things ever get too tough in America. Is it true? No one knows for sure. But in this video, we'll take you through everything we've found so far. From famous hotels to private bunkers, here's what you never knew about Donald Trump's possible backup life. If you're curious about the secret lives of the ultra-rich, make sure to subscribe. We share real stories every week that most people never hear about. Trump's known real estate empire. Donald Trump is no stranger to luxury real estate. His name is attached to some of the most well-known buildings in the world. In New York City, Trump Tower stands tall on Fifth Avenue. It's covered in glass, polished marble, and gold-colored elevators. Inside there are luxury apartments, fancy offices, and even a Starbucks. It became one of his main homes and offices for years. Then there's Mar-a-Lago in Florida. This beachfront estate isn't just a house, it's a full resort. Trump bought it in the 1980s and turned it into a private club. Now it's known as his main residence. It has large ballrooms, tropical gardens, and Secret Service agents always nearby. Mar-a-Lago even became his winter White House during his presidency. Across the US, Trump also has other properties: golf clubs in New Jersey and Virginia, hotels in Las Vegas and Chicago, and apartments in Los Angeles. Most of these are easy to find. They're on maps, in magazines, and shown in documentaries. But while the public knows about these places, there's growing interest in the properties he doesn't talk about. Ones that don't show up in tours or real estate ads, especially the ones outside the United States. That's where the mystery begins: secret properties outside the US. While Trump's US properties are easy to find, there are whispers about places much harder to track. These rumored mansions and compounds are said to be located far away, in places like the Middle East and the Caribbean. Unlike Trump Tower or Mar-a-Lago, these spots don't appear in brochures. You won't see them in news reports. But some believe they are very real. One of the places that gets mentioned a lot is Dubai. Known for its super rich lifestyle, tall skyscrapers, and man-made islands, Dubai is a favorite for billionaires looking for privacy. Trump already has business ties there through golf courses and hotel branding deals. But some reports suggest he may have access to a private estate in the desert, hidden behind tall security walls and only reachable by private helicopter. These claims are hard to confirm, but they keep coming up. Other rumors point to Oman, a quiet and peaceful country not far from Dubai. Oman has strict privacy laws and calm coastal lands. Some experts believe a luxurious cliffside villa may be quietly managed there under a shell company tied to Trump's network. It's not about being flashy here. It's about being invisible. The kind of place where you can disappear, even if the world is watching. Then there's the Caribbean. Warm weather, blue waters, and private islands make it the perfect escape for the super rich. Reports have mentioned secret compounds in the Bahamas, or even a hidden mansion in the Dominican Republic, far away from crowded beaches. Some of these properties are said to be owned under other names or managed by offshore companies. But when you dig into the records, familiar names sometimes pop up, names linked to people in Trump's inner circle. What makes these properties interesting isn't just the locations, it's how they are built. Most are said to have full-time staff, 24/7 security, and blackout windows that block outside cameras. Some even have underground garages and safe rooms. Whether these homes are owned directly by Trump or simply prepared for his use, they all seem to follow the same idea: total privacy, complete control, and easy access if he ever needs to vanish quietly. Inside the $100 million escape mansion. Now let's step inside the most mysterious part of this story. The mansion that many believe is worth around $100 million. It's not officially listed under Donald Trump's name, but several signs point to his influence behind it. From the design to the materials to the people working there, it feels like something built by someone with a very specific taste. Trump's taste. The outside of this mansion is quiet and calm. High walls surround the property, covered with thick greenery and security cameras hidden in the trees. There's only one main gate, and it's protected by guards, possibly even former military. But it's what's inside that tells the real story. The mansion's floors are made of imported Italian marble, the kind that feels cold and heavy under your feet. The walls are painted in gold and cream, just like the decor found in Trump Tower. The furniture? Thick gold legs, red velvet cushions, oversized chairs, and crystal chandeliers that sparkle day and night. Every room seems to shout power and wealth, but in a way that tries to stay hidden from the outside world. One hallway reportedly leads to a special room. No windows, soundproof walls, and only one way in or out. Some say it's a safe room. Others believe it's part of an underground bunker. There are whispers about tunnels running below the property, possibly leading to a secret garage, or even a small helicopter pad on the other side of the estate. The kitchen staff and housekeepers sign strict non-disclosure agreements. That means they're not allowed to talk about anything they see inside. Most of the staff come from outside the country, and many only stay for a few months before being replaced. It keeps things quiet and hard to track. What's most shocking is the level of preparation. There are backup generators, weeks' worth of food supplies, high-tech air filters, and satellite communications. These features are not common in vacation homes. They're used in places where someone plans to stay long-term without relying on the outside world. This isn't just a mansion. It looks more like a private fortress, ready to be lived in if things ever get too dangerous or uncomfortable back in the United States. And that raises the question, why would someone like Donald Trump need a place like this? Why Trump might be preparing to leave the US? Over the years, Donald Trump has faced many challenges. Some were political, others were legal, and a few were personal. From election battles to court cases, he's been under pressure more than most people in the spotlight. And while Trump has always shown himself as someone who fights back, there are signs he's also thinking ahead. Planning for a day when leaving the US might be his best option. Let's start with the legal issues. Trump has been involved in several lawsuits and investigations. Some are about his taxes, others are about his business practices or actions while he was in office. Even though he claims to be innocent and calls many of these witch hunts, they still bring a lot of stress and uncertainty. If things ever take a serious turn, having a backup plan outside the US could be smart. Then there's the political world. Trump has made many enemies during his time in politics. Some say he's one of the most loved and hated figures at the same time. Being in that position is powerful, but it's also risky. If the political winds shift too strongly against him, he could find himself in danger, or at least unwanted in many parts of the country. This is where the idea of an escape mansion starts to make sense. For powerful people like Trump, privacy is more than just peace and quiet. It's protection. Having a private, faraway place means having control over your own safety. No media, no protests, no lawsuits knocking on the front door. Just silence, security, and the ability to live on your own terms. Other wealthy leaders have done similar things. Some have properties in Switzerland, others have homes in countries with no extradition agreements with the US. These homes are like private worlds, safe zones in case the public world becomes too difficult. For Trump, who has spent most of his life in the spotlight, disappearing might seem impossible. But if he ever had to make that choice, having a luxurious, secure mansion in another country would be the perfect way to do it. Not because he's giving up, but because he's planning to stay ahead of whatever comes next. Whether the $100 million mansion is real or just a carefully guarded secret, one thing is clear. Donald Trump is not someone who leaves his future to chance. From towering buildings in New York to hidden estates overseas, he's always built his life around control, luxury, and power. And in today's world, where political pressure and public attention never stop, having a quiet place to retreat might be the smartest move a former president could make, especially one who knows how quickly the tides can turn. Whether he ever uses it or not, the idea of a hidden escape plan gives us a rare glimpse into how the ultra-rich protect their world behind closed doors. Trump's public life is bold and loud, but his private moves, they might be his most powerful of all. If you enjoyed exploring this secret side of power and wealth, hit the subscribe button. We've got more untold stories, hidden places, and fascinating secrets coming your way.